Nobody likes to go into space alone. This is a vanilla, multiplayer survival starting ship for a crew of 2, 3, or 4. It provides you with everything you need on a strict budget. It's not flashy or expensive, but it is super smart. This is not simply a larger version of your starting ship. I think you'll like it, so let's take a look. First off, it comes with one port, and the mining ship that you're going to need in order to expand your operations. Down below it has an anemic 1 Gatling turret, just in case you get into trouble, and a hard point where you can add another docking port or another turret. This whole ship is safe for walking. It doesn't require the jetpack at any point, not even to get into our mining vessel, which has a lot of features on its own, and I'll show you that in a moment. The airlock works fine. Here is the medical bay. Along the spine of the ship you'll find the medical bay, the refinery, the arc furnace, and the 2 assemblers, and in the back the cargo bay. Because these exist down the spine of the ship, they are all very, very well protected from blows against the outside of the ship. Unlike your average survival vehicle where you've got these things stapled onto the outside, you're going to be able to survive a couple of hits from asteroids or collisions or pirates or whatever. So it's a very durable ship and you'll be able to rebuild if things go wrong. In addition, all of the upgrade ports are accessible. You will have to either build scaffolding or use a jetpack to get to some of them, but for normal operation you can walk absolutely everywhere. Here is the flying bridge. You have a good view, and the ship itself is not very slow. It's a decent speed. I mean, it's a refinery vehicle, but you can get where you're going in it, and it turns quite well. Over here is a projector. This is loaded up with a Babar, so if you damage the Babar, turn on the projector and just take out your welder. Over here is the crew area with beds and chairs and cryopods. Crew of up to 4. Back here is the rear bridge. This is a much safer bridge that you can pilot the ship from. It has its own air supply and is deep within the ship, so it's difficult to damage, unlike the flying bridge, which only has 1 layer of glass. Over here is the brains of the ship. The Babar is an extremely intelligent ship. Let's start over here with this text panel. This gives you a simple readout of all of the things that are going on aboard the ship. Here is a holographic display that gives you more information. So this little yellow T is the fact that we have a ship parked out front. This green blob is the fact that we have air, and that spinning yellow is the fact that we are processing things. Even though only one of our things is active, if any of them are active, that yellow ball spins, that yellow disc. Now, just to show you, this is fully reactive, quite intelligent. It's intended to showcase Mimir, which is a new AI that I've built, so it has to be fairly intelligent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trick out this ship and cause a decompression event. You can see that now it says emergency, and this is blood red. Let's take a look at the mining vessel. This mining vessel has 2 long arms that have lights attached to it. I don't know why more people don't do this, but I'll show you what they're good for in a moment. If we hit tab, there are 6 options that we can see. 8 and 9 are the ones we care about right now. 9 turns us on, and 8 turns us off. You definitely want to be able to turn off when you park. The reason they're separate is in case you have more than one of these ships. Let's just make sure that we don't have any inventory. It would be a shame. Good, we don't. It would be a shame to take off with our inventory full. So we'll undock. Oh, we have a lot. Oh, that's in our life support system. We don't really care. That's fine. So you can see that what we have is 2 long arms with forward lights and 3 other lights. if we go down to mine, you'll quickly see how useful these are. Let's go around to the dark side of this asteroid. You can see how large and how wide our lighted up area is, even with vanilla lights. Pretty impressive, all told. And the reason they're on pistons, of course, is so that they'll retract rather than getting torn off when you drill through stuff. Now, you can't really pilot like this. I mean, you can give it a shot, but it's not really the recommended way to do things. You are intended to use third-person view for this ship. If that bothers you, you can install a camera or something, and the ship will work fine. Let's go ahead and drill some ice. So 1 toggles the drills, obviously. 2 and 3 make the main engine, push you forward. So every time you hit 2, you push forward harder, and every time you hit 3, you push forward less. That lets you do auto mining. And you really don't need to be careful about it. This ship is very durable due to its very, very tight drill configuration. From inside, we can see our ore summary thanks to M-Master's ever-useful mod. And on the left, you can see that little working sign. That means that we are close enough to mine something. The green arrow on the right is a safety sign. If a person were to wander in front of us, the drills would shut off, and that would turn into a warning hazard light. That's also enabled by Mimir. Mimir can overwrite text boxes and set up them to have any image or text that you would like via a simple argument, so you can have a sensor that causes a text box to say something or show something. Mimir will go up on its own page at some point in the near future here, but I wanted to put up the Babar because it shows you how to do an advanced Mimir installation. Also, it's a cool ship on its own, I think. Hey, look, it's the Babar. We're back. Ooh, it's all dark. Well, as it turns out, if you hit 4, you can turn off your lights. As it turns out, the Babar actually doesn't turn on that light until you get close enough to need it. This ship is also very, very good for parking. This is the easiest kind of parking to do. You don't need to try and wrangle any third-person views and figure out what's going on, because you can really clearly see exactly what you're trying to park. Okay. Park it, turn it off, you're ready to go. And as I mentioned, this is entirely walkable. There's no need to jetpack into this thing. You can just get in while you're walking around. And now we have more stuff for the mills. We can now refine some extra iron ore and ice. Shall we turn on our assemblers just to show you can? Assembler B, please build me 100 steel plates. Assemblers, half capacity. I'm beginning to think that main cargo is buggy. Let me just double check real quick. No, that's correct. Just that it's enough cargo space that our ore hasn't really started to put a dent in it yet. This is the equivalent of a commode in vanilla. And that is the Mimir. So what are we going to do now? Well, first I'm going to save it. Why not? And then I'm going to go ahead and ram the other Mimir. Sorry. These are the Babars. They have a Mimir on board, but the Mimir is an AI. It is not a ship. Where's the other Babar? Did I not have 2 Babars? Ah, there it is. You are hiding in my shadow. So, to show you how damage resistant these Babars are, I'm going to go ahead and ram them. Now, normally speaking, you would not want to subject these Babars to a ram, but in this case, I thought it would show you how good they are at resisting damage. So, let's get this party started. We have crashed! Oh, Captain. Ugh. let's break free. I want to break free. Now this is a non-combat ship, but it's built using the same methods that I use to build combat ships, and therefore it is extra special durable. The miner, not really so much, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, this ship survived basically unscathed. The tusks do their job. You can ram quite well. We got a little bit of a dent here, but that's just fine. We didn't even lose air pressure. Over here, we did a lot of damage to this Babar, but we didn't actually do anything too critical. We still have our med bay, we still have our projector with Babar loaded into it, and if we go around back, we have a fully functional rear bridge, and we're ready to resume operations. Howdy doody, how you doing over there? You bastard, you rammed me. So let me show you that projector in action. I should have turned it on while I was in that control seat. Just turn it on here. It's called the repair projector. And just flip it on. Okay. Yep. So now you are ready to start repairing. No need to guess as to what was where. It will just automatically show up and you'll be good as new. I hope you enjoyed this little view of the Babar. I think it is a neat ship, and it shows off some neat tech, some neat ideas. So go ahead and download it if you like, and look out for that Mimir script coming down the line. It's a powerhouse.